I like how people actually sit here and wait for us to go live on a Sunday.
Oh. I'm just posting this link in the YouTube page.
Yeah, my YouTube won't even find it, apparently.
So, Canada. Interesting race ahead, I suspect.
35 laps of maybe pouring down rain. Could be dry as a bone, or it could be a little bit of both. We never know.
Let's try so far anyway. That's always good.
Yeah, right, I'm going to turn the volume down on that and just get the comments up. Sorted. Yeah, we should have a few people tuning in soon. Did you tag everyone?
Nope. I just put in YouTube.
It looks, so Reggie Start is out on track, but there's a little bit of a delay in it. There we go.
There's just a Red Bull heading out there now.
Which is Levin.
Yeah, a couple of cars heading out there now.
Yeah, it's as soon as they cross the line at turn 2 that it pops up that they're on an outlap.
Yeah.
There we go. So, that's just like, we don't need what everybody is on, because in Q1 everybody will be on soft tyres because it's just a given. Because COVID ruined the tyre allocation. So, who's actually leading the championship in Championship 3? I haven't checked.
Sociopath.
Is it Sociopath?
Sociopath is out in front, followed by CDR Ninja.
Surprise of the season there so far.
Yeah, you know what? I think with this new game, consistency is key. Outright one lap pace. All right, it helps, but I think we've seen already that the most consistent guys are kind of in the score in the points every week.
Yeah, like my race on Friday came to a crashing halt, quite literally.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely flying.
I just think this game needs more concentration than ever. That one little bit of throttle input when you're on the wrong, if you're on a curve, the wrong curve, all of a sudden game over.
Yeah, and Ryan Dino has just invalidated his outlap at the final chicane, which means that lap and his next lap will be invalid.
Yeah, just saw that there.
Which I'm on board with King of the Hills taking it very, very slowly into the hairpin. It's because he looks like he's got one of the Williams ahead of him. Reggie's retired.
Ooh, what happened there?
He's binned it at the final chicane. If you jump on board with Guitar Maniac, you'll be able to see his car in a second.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's out. That's a tough one. You can take curve on the right, but the minute you hit the curve on the left, you can't steer the car anymore.
Nope. It is literally just hope and pray that you don't hit the wall.
100%, yeah.
As Skull Reaper and Mechanical both set in the first laps of quali with a 1:11.4 and a 1:11.9 respectively, so half a second between the top two already. Yes, Clayton, that is a horrible chicane, as Aidan Gray immediately goes over a second quicker with a 1:10.3. As Ryan Dino is now actually going to be able to get a lap going. Sociopath in with a 1:10.9. Kane Lowry with a 1:11.2.
What kind of times are we expecting?
For pole time, I'd expect around about a 109.4, 109.5.
Yeah.
If it stays dry the entire way through, that is. If any of the C3 guys are actually listening to this and you're still in the pits, feel free to let us know what the weather conditions are going to be like for the race.
I was just going to say, it's a pity as a spectator you can't see that.
Yep, as Kane Lowry's just taken a great line through the chicane before the hairpin. Hound has managed to put himself inside the top 8.
11.3. Yeah, you'd expect to see the times improve here. 109.9 Evil Prime.
Yep. So, from the likes of Warrior Huntsman, Evil Prime, Guitar Maniac, and Sociopath, I'm expecting a 108-ish time. Low 109.
Yeah, very possible. Very possible. You'd expect someone to hit the very close to 108s.
Yep, King of the Hills has invalidated his lap.
Dan James with a 110 dead there. It's not a bad lap.
Baby Dan.
Baby Dan.
Clayton, you're forgetting that Mage has a quali ban, mate. As Guitar Maniac immediately in with a 109.5. So, my quali time's out of the...
Basso just put in there that all sessions start cloudy and it's a dry race. So that's good.
Yep. That is good to hear. As Gainful, let's see where Gainful is. On just finishing his out lap.
Just after finishing this, he's after. Ooh. Just cut straight through the grass.
I don't know why he did that when the car behind him was Warrior Huntsman on an outlap. No, it wasn't.
No, yeah.
The car behind him was also on a flyer. So he's just got clear out the way for no reason.
Going to affect him though. He needs to try and get another lap with fairly rapid. Hopefully he has enough fuel on that he doesn't have to go back in.
Yeah. That's the thing. As Kane Lowry's into the pits, followed by one of the Red Bulls, which is Guitar Maniac. Adam, predictions. Mine is Bayman and Huntsman P1 and 2. As actually, where is Bayman?
You'd be surprised. This is one of these tracks that
anything can happen.
Yeah. Although when you look at Tier 2 on Friday night, we were expecting it to be a bit hairier than it was, and it turned out to be okay actually.
Yeah.
All things considered, especially with no safety car during the wet period, which is good. It kind of shows people are starting to, as I keep maintaining, it's not that the game is overly severe. It's just guys need to just calm it down a bit. It's just, whoa, the Red Bull just nearly knocked into Gainful there, and it's straight. Really straight.
That is mechanical going.
Yeah,
very slowly.
Nearly collected Gainful.
Who is in the other Red Bull? It is mechanical. No, he's in the Williams. So it's
Lenvin. Yeah, it looks like it's Lenvin.
Yeah, it is Lenvin. There's so many blue little tabs. Oh, he's got no front wing.
Yeah, he has no front wing.
Yeah. There's so many little blue tabs.
Ooh, what was that? Did you see that?
No, I didn't. Oh, that is Gainful.
Was it? It was a card horizontal.
Yeah, it was Gainful. And I'm trying to see if he's still got his front wing or not. For some reason, it's just put me on a really weird nose cam angle. And I can't actually see anything. Its front end still looks fairly intact.
Yeah. Not sure what happened there.
As Huntsman is just on a purple sector 1. coming down into the chicane before the hairpin. Great line through there, and end of sector 2, also purple. If he can maintain this, we could be looking at a 108.9.
Yeah, if he can just hold it. If he nails the Wall of Champions here, he's or not nail it even.
It's such a tricky corner to get right.
We held on, I'd say.
Yeah, and there's just a random wheel floating in the middle of the track. Puts himself second with a 109.666. Wait, didn't someone qualify last Friday in Bahrain with a something 666?
Yeah, and there was a 667 underneath it.
Yeah.
I think.
Aiden Gray doing well to get out of the way there. I'm not sure who he got out of the way of.
Reggie has left the session. I'm just going to jump out there and send him another invite.
Yeah, it's best that he's still in the session. So Reggie's commented saying that he's binned it in quali after practicing, but he hasn't binned it during any of his practice. Oh, Game Forward's getting too close to the wall there.
It's fine in practice, but when it's really, it's different, isn't it?
Gainful is running out of time to get his laps in. That is Levin just sensibly stopped on the exit of the pit lane.
Do you have Reggie as a friend? I don't have him.
Yes, I think so. His PSN is literally just Reggie, like Reggie's underscore star. But I will send him an invite, bear with. Yeah, 100%. It's a different kettle of fish when the pressure is on. The lap he's on is invalidated anyway. Lenvin is on an out lap.
Let's see.
Is it gonna go back white or no? Yep, he's fine. How do you invalidate in Sector 3 around Canada, except for the final chicane?
I think it was the hairpin, the hairpin before the back straight.
Yeah, but to invalidate there, you've got to have run so deep.
No, it was actually short. He was up in the curve.
Ah, right.
A couple of guys in trouble. Towards the end of the session. Len will be hoping to put in a time here.
Yeah, Hound is in trouble.
Feedback hasn't registered a time. You'd imagine also Basso, who is still in the pits, surprisingly. You'd imagine he'd get up there.
Yeah, also Basso is in Q1. He does seem to come out later than everyone else.
He's on an outclap now, actually.
Evil Prime. Same comment as last week from the Tales of Ricky Bobby coming out with Shake and Bake. As Levin puts himself 7th.
Yeah, that's...
It's not entirely safe there, in my opinion.
I was just gonna say, if you looked as second between kind of 5th and 13th at the moment, 5th and 14th, you'd imagine we'll see a few changes here once the last couple of drivers get their times in. Gaines is back in the pits again.
I think that's for a new front wing. Gainful is on an outlap now,
Seems to be really struggling here. He needs to get a lap in this time.
And invalidates his outlap at turn 3.
Teabag on an outlap. Also just coming around to darkest flying lap.
Yep, as Hound is also on a flyer. So let's see where Hound is half a second up in his first sector alone.
Good.
So
Yeah,
half a second will put him at a 1:10.8, which will move him up 2 places.
well, let's hope. Let's see what happens. He needs to.
Solid line through the chicane before the hairpin.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be about about 3/4 of a second up.
he really sent that. He's a purple sector too, in fact.
Yep. Now, it's just the final chicane, which is an absolute pain when it's a pressure lap.
If he can nail this, he should be through to Q2. You would think.
Everyone along this back straight seems to take a different line along it, which oh, I think he's just about done enough though.
Oh god, that's decent.
Yeah.
110.2, 110.2. I thought the way the camera, his car was coming at my camera, I thought he was gone.
Yeah, as Mechanical has done a 1:10.8. Bayman.
Strange. Len Vin has retired and he's not safe at all.
This is the thing. We've got how long left of the session? 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Mechanical is on a flying lap and 1.3 seconds down on his previous best as he comes into sector 2, end of sector 2, where he's 2.3 seconds down. Bayman is on a flyer, coming to the end of sector 1 now, and has not set a lap already, so there is no telemetry for us to refer back to.
He's taking decent lines anyway, in fairness.
Yeah. Purple sector 2 for him.
Sector 2. Let's see.
If it's a genuine one or if it's a glitch.
That's a nice tight line there. Yeah, I was gonna say, is that real what we're looking at?
Yeah, I don't know, because sometimes it is genuine, other times it's not.
On green there, I know, so someone must have taken it. Seeking.
Oh! If that wheel is actually on the track, that is going to be distracting as hell.
Oh, 110.9, he didn't improve there, but
he actually got a lap in though, that's the thing.
Yeah, he has to have wing damage. Doesn't look like it.
Levin crashed out.
Oh, okay.
So if his time is still better than those below him, then only 14 will go through.
Oh, and just on with Gainful, he's after invalidating that lap again, so if he has enough fuel, he'll get one more in. If not, he's going to be out in Q1.
With not a single time set, and I bet you these are like his third set of soft tyres.
He just no, he didn't. That's okay.
Like, there we go. I'm actually just going to ride on board for this entire lap with Gainful.
Yeah.
Just
let's see what we can do.
See if he can. A little bit of a dangerous line through there. Took a little bit too much curb.
What does he need? A 110.3. Probably afford to just.
110.8 will be the minimum that he can get through on. Well, 110.7.
Oh yes.
You'll be looking at P14 for the time that he needs. So, is this a solid line through the hairpin?
Slightly wide, but he should get away with it. Looks like
see, the wider line actually gives you a better drive out of the hairpin.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just see if he can hold it here. More on fuel, so I'm not quite sure if it's gone or not.
It's a nice line through the chicane.
That was really nice, yeah.
Where's he going? P17.
No, not enough. Not enough.
Oh, that is painful.
Yeah.
Him and Mechanical have set the exact same time.
Doesn't happen too often. And
look how close they are to King of the Hills. They're 3 milliseconds away from going through to Q2.
That's can't remember actually. Does Len Vin still go through to Q2?
Yes, but he won't be able to qualify. He will start the race in P15.
Oh yeah. Makes it interesting. Unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, and those two missing out on a Q2 berth by nothing really. Like, let's take a look and see how close they actually were. So, mechanical, yeah, bang on same time, and they only really missed out on P13 by 300ths of a second.
What do you think the what's the tactic for Q2? Do you think they're going to try and start on the mediums or start on the softs? Definitely not a track for hard tyres anyway. I'd be surprised if I saw a hard tyre during the race, but you never know. But
yeah, so I
went for softs myself the other night. You went for mediums, didn't you?
No, I went for softs.
Yeah, I went soft.
Because I invalidated my my flying lap on mediums, and I didn't want to put too much wear on them just in case I needed them during the race, which I ended up needing them. So I started on softs, and fortunately enough for me, it was an intermediate start.
Yeah, that was partly why I actually set my lap on them as well.
Guys, only because Q2 has started doesn't mean all of you need to leave the pits at once. That is pretty much everyone.
You know what? I tend to do this myself. Just get out, get the lap in, and build on it after that.
Yeah. So I think half the grid has just come out. So Ryan Dino, Skull Reaper, Ninja, Evil Prime, Bark Pandu, Aiden Gray. Sorry, J.K. Lowry.
Ryan Dino is on a soft.
Paranoid is just retired. It's because he's got a Q2 ban.
Yeah.
Who else had a Q2 ban?
I'm not sure. Also, Bosso's on the mediums. Skull Reaper on soft, and James soft. Huntsman medium. Evil Prime medium. Batman doing soft. Yeah, do you know what? Especially around Canada, you feel if you start on the soft and if you have a safety car, it's really going to play into your hands. Maybe a second one.
Yeah, it's one of those. I was
banking on, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, cheers for the advice on underfueling, Stephen, and I was ended up on like minus 1.5 laps worth of fuel.
yeah.
And having to worry about if we're going to make it to the end or not.
It was the most happiest I've ever witnessed people anyway with a safety car.
Literally. So Ryan Dino, again, surprising pace from him today. In a good way, obviously. Had this season, he seems to have found a decent turn of pace, and I'm not quite sure where it's come from.
Yeah, do you know what? As we seen with Adam Sniper's Grace the other night, practice works. 80 hours of practice he reckons he got in, and set a blistering quali lap.
Wait, Sniper's Grace did up to 80 hours of Canada practice.
Apparently. That's what my sources told me anyway. Who's my source? Is that what you were going to say?
No, I was going to say...
It's allegedly, like.
I like how you threw that in there, so then you're not chucking anyone under the bus. It's allegedly. Okay, the Sun newspaper.
Couple of early times in the lower 110s there. that's not a bad lap, but I often saw say flat on a medium in 10.2. Aiden Gray, that's a decent time from Aiden Gray, 109.8. You're kind of at that point where you're on the the crossover where maybe the guys that aren't as quick setting laps on softs, you really need to nail your lap on mediums that you don't get caught out in that kind of that window, where you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, it's exactly that. There's a clear, with absolutely no disrespect intended here, there's a clear time, pace difference between certain parts of the grid, and the medium tyres will kind of balance that out if one's running on mediums and one's running on softs in qualifying.
Well, look, look, all you can do is the fastest lap you can. When I'm setting my Q2 time, if I know I'm not going to do it on a medium, I'll just go for a soft and try and put the guys ahead of me under pressure. Every guy that you can make change their tyre strategy plays into your hands.
Uh, 100%. You're gonna have to adapt to it. Making a strategy decision on the fly is what can define your race.
Yeah, 100%. I suppose, look, the thing is, I try and get out. It depends if you can get through Q1 on one lap. It really opens up the window for you, to save a set of tires for Q3 as well. But I just completely lost my trail of thought there.
I'm on board with King of the Hills, who has just gone 12 seconds quicker through Sector 1.
Yeah, his last was around 30. You'd expect to see him improve on that. He's gone out in the soft hair as well.
And invalidated at the chicane before the hairpin.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Does he not think he has the pace? Or is it his strategy? He kind of... Mr. Consistent from last year, he kind of struggled there in Q1, didn't he?
Yeah. This is it.
It is one of these tracks that you either love it or you hate it. I don't particularly like this track, but I'm not bad on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, everybody's got that one track that they don't particularly like to go around, as Osoboso's just done a Purple Sector 2 on mediums again, but he's looking like he's putting a lot of laps on these mediums. Do you want to jump into Race Director and see if he's done 2 runs and he's invalidated the final corner? That lap would have been...
That is 3 laps on the mediums.
Yeah, he might want to come into the pits.
Yeah, he's... I wouldn't think he should be starting on them tyres. You can see.
He's the last man out on track anyway. It looks like the 2 Williams, so Skull Reaper and it's the Red Bulls, Guitar Maniac, is coming round the hairpin now with one of the Williams, I'd assume Skull Reaper, not too far behind.
Yeah.
Can we request, can we all just sign a petition and submit it to Cody's that on next year's game, instead of having the little, blobs of colour, where we've got so many blue cars on the grid now, can we just have the little the little manufacturer's symbol, please?
100%. Do you know what? It's probably too much of an ask, but it'd be handy if you could, if when you're setting up a lobby, if you could individually select corners for regular and strict.
Yeah.
You know where you see the game in real life. It's Bahrain turn 4 where they invalidate by 10 feet and even pass off the track. And you go
Verstappen.
you go an inch out and it invalidates. It just takes away the realism of it.
I said this at last year's game, that it would be nice if we could do a custom track limits.
Yeah.
But then it would, as Hound is actually 3 tenths quicker through sector 2.
Looking, that's
No, he's lost a bit of his front wing. Spoke too soon.
He has set a 1:10.7. That's not a bad time. Evil Prime 1099 on the mediums. You'd be fairly sure he'll get through on that, unless he wants to start on the softest.
Huntsman is on an outlap. Guitar Maniac has just left the pits. Guitar Maniac is now on mediums. Huntsman is now on softs. King of the Hills is on softs. Ryan Dino is currently the man in the drop zone. And as I was saying earlier about the line along the back straight, as you come out the hairpin, you've got that little bit of a curb that pops out on the left hand side that affects your line. And you really don't want to be getting anywhere near it. No. Because it will slow you down. So as we ninjas coming along the back straight now, do you know the wall that sticks out as you like curve right? I dip a front wheel over the line next to the wall. And it just gives me a straight line to the run up, to the run up of the chicane.
I don't suppose Evil Prime is a baker by any chance.
It's from a film. He is American, remember?
Mexican flag, though.
Mexican
flag, yeah. I think. May or may not be wrong.
Evil Prime, can you just let us know where you're actually from, mate? Because I think you're American. Dan thinks you're Mexican.
No, he's a Mexican living in America. That's what my.
Oh, this is I just had an epic shot of Ninja coming around the hairpin. It just kind of faced back onto him from his halo.
Yeah, that's not a bad time from Dan.
He's just about to improve it.
Yeah, that's nice actually. Oh yeah, that's good. 110.2.
That should see him through.
I don't know, and I might be very wrong. Even without a safety car, I feel soft, medium is the strategy.
As Huntsman's just on a 109.1.
Wow. Fairly sure that was my Q3 time. That's quick.
As Guitar Maniac's just on a purple middle sector and he's out on the mediums.
On the mediums, I should right aboard him.
That Red Bull is starting to just look more and more black than blue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it a navy blue anymore.
That looks quick.
That's a 1010 dead.
And dead on the mediums. That's a solid time.
And bearing in mind they're about half a second slower than the soft tire. I think it was plus 466 on Friday. The difference between the medium and the softs.
3 minutes left in the session, so you have also Basso, who's still in the pits and hasn't set a lap.
Aiden Grace just fired himself into the pit. Ninja, Aiden Grace. Someone's just moved around. Evil Prime's third.
Got Reaper and Ryan Dino.
That was it. King of the Hills has just beat Guitar Maniac.
Yeah.
It's only marginal, and I think Guitar Maniac's given up on his lap. He's just nursing those tyres back to the pits.
Also, coming out very, very late, so he's going to have to hook up a lap here to try and get through to Q3.
Yeah. Skull Reaper.
Steve, the Hound, just moved up to 8 there with a 110.3.
And knocked Ryan Dino and Skull Reaper down. As Barkman do.
Yeah, but they just got into 9 and 10 there that they were down. They knocked Barkman do and Kane Lowry out.
Yep.
Who are Kane Lowry's in the pits. So I would think they're going to lose Kane Lowry.
Yeah. See, when we do this, when we did the draw, we went off of last season's pace from when we were allocating the pots.
Yeah.
And when we did this, we said that Kane Lowry was the stronger driver based off of last year's pace. But it's nice to see Aiden Gray proven us wrong, as also Bosso is just invalidated at the final corner and will now need to do 2 laps to actually get out.
He's gone. I don't think does he have time to get around?
How long's left of the session? 58 seconds. Nope. Unless he's willing to cut the next chicane.
Look, I don't understand that. Coming out of the pits with 2.5 minutes to go, one of the guys who, finished second or third in the championship last season, you can't. I think in the new game it's very, very risky, coming out banking on 1 lap.
Yeah, it is something that I would do myself, but not if you're needing track time. As Barkmandu is actually on a pretty solid lap so far. He's not setting the world alight, but it looks stable enough, and I think he may just about improve. Bearing in mind, he only needs to improve by less than just over half a tenth to get through. As Kane Lowry.
So, I'm taking bets.
Oh no! Barkmandu's just invalidated his lap.
He has to. Kane Lowry actually got back out, but is he on a lap?
Yes, he is. Marginally down in the first sector. Bearing in mind, he's going to have to do the start of the race on these tyres, and I think he's done. Oh no, these are a fresh set. He's fine.
He was. Oh, that was close to validating. He cut the wall there, I'd say, did he?
But yeah, his end plate's still perfectly fine, and he's 2 temps up at the moment, which will only move him up a position.
Let's see if he can nail sector 3. He might scrape in instead of Skull Reaper.
Yep. And Kane Lowry taking the line I was on about with that yellow wall.
Yeah.
Is he gonna invalidate here? Nice line through the wall of champions.
That looks tight. Oh, I didn't get it.
110's free.
Oh, unlucky.
I think that put him through.
No, I don't. Did it?
110.3.
Yeah, yes. He just got through. That was a super lap there at the end when the pressure was on when he needed it. Right, I'm going to take bets. A 1 stop for Hound.
Oh, 100%.
Medium soft. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
25 laps on the mediums.
Yeah.
Oh, what a setup.
So we have lost Skull Reaper, Barkmandu, Osso Bosso, and Paranoid from this session.
There's a couple of quick guys gone out there. You'd expect to see them wanting to make moves in the...
Yeah. Did Reggie rejoin?
I don't think so.
One of the admins that are watching this, can you tag Reggie and tell him to rejoin, please? Thank you.
I will be back in 1 second.
Oh, Reggie is back. No worries.
See, good. Yeah, I'll just be back in a second there. Let's get a refreshment.
Yes, Adam. He was responding to you. Okay, guys, sorry about that. It was just a little bit quiet while everyone was doing their outlaps, as there's not really much to talk about on outlaps. As Evil Prime is the first one to actually come across the line to start his flying lap. See how he gets on through the first sector, then we'll find someone else to ride on board with. Reggie, it's all about your tyre choice from now. As long as you make the right call to start the race on, you should be okay. Okay, Evil Prime is just not accelerating as much as he should be. There we go, back up to full throttle. Kane Lowry is just crossing the line now. Thank you for the heads up on that. And then it is Evil Prime to cross the line next, followed by, I'm going to believe, Ryan Dino, as Reggie has, as Evil Prime invalidated his lap. Ryan Dino puts himself second. Social Path with a 109.6. Colin, Water Champions definitely going to become your best friend and potentially even marry it by the end of today, based on what we've seen so far, but hopefully not. And Reggie, whatever tyres that you decide, just make them work. I'm not going to sit here and give you strategy advice because my strategy just went straight out the window as soon as it rained. As Huntsman has beaten Social Path into provisional pole. As King of the Hills crossing, Ryan Dino's actually improved by 6/10 there and moved up a position. As everybody's in the pits or on outlaps or invalidated flyers, so there's not much to talk about now, guys. But there's a few people that have surprised both of us already this season in Championship 3, that you've come from pretty much nowhere. Yeah, the hards won't be the optimum tyre to be on. They should only be your last ditch resort, in my opinion. If you've had a horrible qualifying session, then you just get new wing after new wing. You should avoid them at all costs. Sorry guys, that did actually amuse me quite a bit. As Hound is actually going through sector 1. Nice line there. Through 3 and 4. As he does a purple sector 1. How is he going to look going into end of sector 2? A little bit too deep into the braking zone there. As takes a deep line into the hairpin. but he's going to get a decent run out of it. It's flat out before he's even left the hairpin. Nice line through the wall of champions. Gave it an extra wide berth there to avoid costing himself a front wing. P6. Solid first lap. Does he have enough in the tank to do another lap? Are you back from getting your refreshments, are you?
Yeah. We got caught to do a little job on the way back as well. So.
Hound has put himself in P6. Evil Prime is on an outlet. Guitar Maniac is just coming through the final corner. And does a 109.5.
God, that's tight. That's tight.
Between the top four.
Yeah.
In particular.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very tight. 2/10. Just under 2/10.
A 10th and a half. Not even. So we're only waiting on King of the Hills and Evil Prime to set laps now. King of the Hills is just through sector 1. And Evil Prime is invalidated.
He's on an out lap, I think.
No, he's on a time lap.
Is he?
Yeah. So I'm just on board with King of the Hills. See how he gets through the chicane before the hairpin. Again, the fastest way through that on the exit is dipping a wheel onto the curb and maybe onto the grass on the exit there.
I hate that corner. I hate that little. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Cause I lose a lot of time there. See.
Aiden Gray with a 109.5. He has not really helped how close the top 4 are, has he? If King of the Hills now gets himself in that little group, no, King of the Hills has pushed Ninja down, and Ninja has pushed his teammate down.
Where has Aiden Gray found this pace from? No disrespect, obviously, but going off the first couple of races just goes to show him practicing with this game is, you know, the last game you'd get away with just, you know, grabbing a setup and do the race and you might be fine, but this game really needs practice, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%. And if you've got the YouTube up, just take a look at Bayman's last comment. Don't read it out loud. It's not PG.
Yeah, fair point actually. This game tracks are very personal to the drivers.
Yeah. Social Path is actually ahead. No, he's now down on his time. He was a 10th up and now he's 2 tenths down, so averaging that out per sector is just over a 10th down. King of the Hills with a 109.3.
King of the Hills are finding a bit of pace as well. He was struggling to get into Q2 and now he's provisional pole.
Social Path absolutely nails the final chicane. And just stays where he is, not improved. Does he have enough fuel in that car to do another run? Actually,
Prime's on an out lap now as well. He needs to get a time in. CDR home, Steve. He's on an out lap as well. Just starting his lap.
Yep. Betsy invalidates at the chicane before the hairpin.
Stick on board with home.
Yep.
See what he can do.
He took a couple bites at the cherry on his entrance there.
Yeah.
You saw him turn in and then decided that he turned in a little bit too early.
Ooh, lost a little bit there, I think.
How is he going to get on?
Surprised he can even turn, to be honest with you.
Why did you try his setup? Yeah.
It's a 610 wing, something like that. Purple sector 2, if that is real.
No, he's 0.377 tenths down on his previous best. through that sector.
The sector must be a glitch again, is it?
Yeah, well done, Cody's. We asked you to do one thing. And he's invalidated.
Yeah. Dropped out even Prime now as well.
I've just done the same thing as he's the last man to not set a time yet.
Yeah.
As he does a purple middle sector, which is either his personal best throughout qualifying, or it's a genuine purple middle sector for the race, for the quali. Kane Lowry's decided to retire in P6. Huntsman is opted to retire in P4. I don't think anyone is actually... Oh no, Evil Prime, that is unfortunate.
Oh yeah, just pushed it.
And...
I mean, 7 would have got him up to 6th, I think. Maybe 7th. Yeah, so he's going to stay where he is. Steve isn't going to set another time. Ryan Dino has no front wing. Ninjas in the pits. Yeah, this looks to be our top 10.
Yep.
That was a cracking lap from King of the Hills, in fairness. After he found a lot of pace there after struggling in Q1.
Yeah, and guess what?
Yes.
I was right when I said the pole time will be around about 1:09.3.
Shake and bake and clay. Is that was that a bit of a piss take? I'm not sure.
Yes.
We'll read it as genuine. Genuine clay, we call him.
The way you pronounce genuine.
We call him other things as well that we won't discuss here.
Oh yeah, 100%. There is so many things that are not PG.
So yeah, that was I'm still surprised with that lap from Maiden Grey. That's
a very, very solid lap.
Do you know, from a guy that hasn't shown massive pace so far this season, towards the end of last season, to come out with a lap like that is...
The thing is, Aiden Gray has actually been there and thereabouts in qualifying. I think he's hit Q3 in every single race this season. And it gets to the race, and I think the pressure, if he's listening to this, he can correct me. I think the pressure just gets too much and he gets swallowed up at like turn 1 and gets wing damage or something. It just derails his entire race.
Yeah.
But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You can correct me, and I'll happily accept it. But that's just my opinion on it.
So we've got King of the Hills and Aiden Gray in the front row, Guitar Maniac, Warrior Huntsman on the second row, followed by Sociopath, Kane Lowry, Baby Dan, Ryan Dino, Steve, and the Mexican, possibly American, Evil Prime. We still don't know that. Sure, like his flag is Mexican. Is that a Mexican flag?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So, yeah.
So if he's a Mexican living in America, that means he's Andy Ruiz.
I think he is, because I remember discussing it with him when he joined and before his trial, and he said his time zone was USA. I might be wrong. I've known to be wrong once.
You've been known to be wrong once.
Yeah, and even that was controversial.
An hour every day of your life.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Actually, not the grid I was expecting. A lot of guys midfield towards the end that I was expecting to be towards the top. A lot of guys towards the top that I was expecting not to be towards the top. So, just let's hope for a calculated first couple of corners. Let's get through.
While they're doing their strategies and stuff, I'm just about to go and grab myself a drink.
Yeah,
I will be back in a minute.
yeah. So yeah, it's a bit of a pity that we can't see who has readied up in this game, but it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah, that was a useful feature that Codemasters has just taken away from us.
Yeah, look, personally, it never really bothered me. I can do it in the 30 seconds, but still, I suppose, you know, just before the race, you're starting to second guess yourself. Do I have enough fuel? Do I have too much?